Hi everyone, I'm going to try and do a summary of all CAD and CAM in about 5 minutes for you and take you through the resources and so on that the center can provide. So, firstly, the terminology. CAD is computer-aided design. CAM is computer-aided manufacturing. The usual workflow is you would model something in your CAD package. You then would take your perfect model, which in many cases you can model anything, even things that cannot be made successfully. You would take a model and you would modify it to make it quicker, simpler, easy to make. Or you would change it to suit the specific equipment that you know is available versus not available. So always make your CAD model assuming that you're going to have to change it. You would then take this modified model and use the CAM process to create a manufacturing program for a specific machine and a specific set of tools the machine will use. So the models can usually be manufactured anywhere. The CAM process typically can only be used for a specific type of machine and a specific set of tools. And finally, you would export that program usually in a language called G-code, which you would actually use to drive the machine. So G-code is also used, by the way, for 3D printers and just about anything where physical movement is needed. The role of CAD. So CAD serves some very important roles. Honestly, it's a formal method of communication and in a well-established way that a lot of people across the world will understand. There's no point in communicating in a language that no one else understands. And it is communication that works over distance. You can send a CAD model across the world in a few seconds over the internet. It is also a communication that works over time. And don't forget, one of the people you're probably communicating yourself is going to be you. So imagine you designed something 5 years ago, 10 years ago. You're going to remember anything about it? You can look up your own CAD model. So CAD models are a great way of communicating over distance and over time. Because it's a form of communication, it also enables collaboration where you can work together, or a larger group can work together on a problem. Now, Fusion 360 is so much better than most tools at enabling collaboration, it's not even funny. But with any luck, it'll work for you so well you won't even realize the problems it's solving. But a good CAD package will help you work with a group of people in a very structured way to achieve a better result than just yourself. Thirdly, a good CAD package will keep a track of all the changes as they get made, which gives you kind of almost a self-documenting design where you can see the evolution of the design. It's certainly very, very powerful towards the end of the design when you're making small incremental changes or you're twisting something because you made two of them and they didn't quite work and you need to make a slight dimensional change. A good CAD package makes nearly all of this self-documenting, so you can look at it and go, hey, I understand what's going on. So that's how CAD kind of fits in. A CAD model is a great way of communicating distance time, a great way of collaborating, and it is also, with a good CAD package, self-documenting as you progress your design towards meeting whatever design requirements and goals you have. So, Fusion 360 and how to learn it. My thoughts. Well, there's a lot of different things out there. Personally, I feel the best thing to do is go sign up for the Titans of CNC trainings, look at the 1M, start trying to use Fusion 360 to model it, follow the tutorial, don't ask too many questions about what exactly you're doing. Get some kind of functional experience of clicking, dragging, and assigning things in the tool. Then you can pick something you actually care about and try and create a model of that. And you can use the training materials to provide you with specific help. If you get stuck, you can ask for help on the Discord. And I totally recommend this after you're done, you can ask someone, how would I have done this simpler, faster, or better? And kind of reflect on that to kind of seal the deal for your learning. Because there's usually a lazy way of doing things and a hard way of doing things. Especially with things like parametric CAD packages, Fusion 360 is one. It's a truly powerful way of expressing yourself simply, yet a lot of people love to kind of manually draw every little detail, and in actual fact, the computer can do a lot of that for you. So that was less than 5 minutes, but let's have a quick look at the web resources for a moment. Fusion 360 has this, when you're in the Fusion 360 area of Autodesk, there's a Learn and Support tab, Self-Paced Learning, Getting Started in Fusion 360. Personally, I would not sit down to watch this. It is a long, it's about over an hour, and I don't know, I just feel that it's really heavy going. Personally, I would much highly recommend you pick the Titan 1M, which is linked in here. It's a fairly simple part. There's a Fusion 360 tutorial of designing it, and I totally recommend you get stuck in here. There's the PDF drawings are here, the model view, there's a variety of other things here, additional resources to look at, but mainly you want this video here, and follow along, don't ask too many questions, get a handle on it, then you can start switching to model something you actually care about. Okay, but just start to get those practical skills under your belt. Before you go on to any CAM, if you decide to go that far, really at the CAM stage, switch to using our resources here. So it's the Bechtel Center website. Under resources, you can start with the project workflow, but if you come over here to machining, for example, which is what the 1M is all about, there's the steps to machining a project, and then there's a whole bunch of information here with small videos on the kinds of things we would expect you to do that are different from the Titans of the CNC video, because we have different equipment and machines than he does. We have a different set of tool libraries. So as soon as you get to the CAM part, that's when it starts getting specific. You need to use our resources. Generally speaking, that's what I would recommend. There's going to be a supplemental YouTube playlist for extra data and background on some more specific topics, but I'm going to clearly distinguish what I expect you to have watched versus what you're free to watch yourself. So, CAD in 5 minutes and some resources. But if you pick something you care about, you'll find this is so much easier to do. If you just try and sit there and watch end to end all the trainings and so on, I feel you won't have a good time. Anyway, CAD modeling is amazingly fun. Modeling is truly powerful and is so useful in so many scenarios you wouldn't expect. Just the ability to rapidly 3D model a room, an object in the room, a layout, or a specific item that you want to build. Once you've got the model, you've got so many directions. Do you want to 3D print it? Do you want to 3D print it in resin? Do you want to metal print it? Do you want to machine it on one of our CNCs? Do you want to turn it into a drawing and carve it in wood, because wood is both strong and beautiful? But once you've got a good model, you can go any direction you like in terms of drawings and or creating machine-specific programs.